Ian is a weirdo. Today I decided to do my makeup. Um, I don't know, I just felt like being a goth clown, something or other, so that's what I did. Just a really smoky, blown out eye, and I shaved the ends of my eyebrows and drew them a little bit straighter, and did them black, and put some color around. That's it. Nothing too fancy. And then, of course, I had to do a black lip because you have to, right? I got a new sweater from Nordstrom. It's like a gradient. It's got black up here, a darker gray, and then a lighter gray at the bottom. It's really flattering, even when I'm not wearing my binder. It's still in the chest area, very flattering. So yeah, so what I'm working on today, so I won't be working on my mood blanket today, because frankly I just don't really want to. It's an easier project than what I'm working on right now, which is Mel's sweater. So right now I am doing the ribbing for the collar, and normally I don't have this type of problem. This is very unusual for me, but I have just been having trouble keeping my stitch count right, so I have to keep on frogging and doing it over again and whatnot. So and this is a very tight. It's just not as even as I would like it. So I'm just debating on whether or not I want to redo the whole thing, even though this took quite a while, or if I want to um, keep going with it. So it's not great. Hey, Winter, welcome in. Yeah, so I mean, I don't think it'd be the biggest deal if it's a little uneven, but I just the title really appealed to you. I figured it would. Yes, I definitely channeled my inner goth clown, um, and am working with that today. So I don't know if it just doesn't look good. I know that. I know it doesn't look great, but goth clown is my aesthetic. um, so I think I'm gonna frog it at least a little, at least to mostly the end. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So I'm gonna frog it. So one of the problems that I faced was that I encountered a knot early on. So I have two pieces here. So and this yarn is fuzzy, so it's a little bit harder to frog. But yeah, so I encountered a knot and I was like, ugh. So this is Red Heart Super Saver brushed, and the color is lilac, and it's for a sweater for Mel. And I just want it to be a nice sweater. I don't want it to look like crap, you know? Yeah, not suck. Yes, they do. Oh, this is so impossible to get undone. I'm actually just gonna cut and run and start fresh, uh, because I think that would be for the best. So, cut it, committed. This is about 5 inches long, and I'm just giving up on that. You know, we had a good run. So, I'm going to chain 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I'm going to go into the back loop only, and I'm going to slip stitch tip for frog, pull out slightly different angles in one. Yes, I have found that that works for me, but it was just like, it was becoming like stuck, and it was just tangling, and it wasn't right for me. So I'm going to try to keep my stitches a little looser this time, because I was finding it really hard to to keep on losing my words. Great time when I'm streaming. Yeah, I have no idea what I was saying. Like, I can barely see the bumps. Like, they're so small. I'm using a 4mm hook, but I feel like I'm using like a 1.5. Like, everything feels like so tight, and so it's like these back loops are so tight. Like, I didn't even, I just chained it like a normal tension, and they're just so tight. Rude. It's really been hard on my wrist to do this, but I'm doing it for love. So I got the pattern on Ravelry. It's by a artist that goes by Sit and Crochet. I have to share with the group, but I made sweethearts with mean messages on them. Oh, I love that. That's awesome. I might steal that idea from you, if you don't mind. Chain 1 and turning, so I have my first row already in. It's so tiny, and like the hook is so tiny, it just hurts my hands. And I don't know where my 4mm, actually I do know where my 4mm hook is from Furls. I thought I did. Yeah, there it is. I don't know what my 5mm hook is. But this might, the tension's so high, it might break my hook, so I'm a little nervous. Oh, it's gonna be a free pattern. Oh. Oh, wait, so you made a pattern. Okay, I thought you, like, made someone else's pattern, or you just kind of free, did it. What kind of mean messages are you putting on there? No, I designed it. I just need more rudeness in my life, you know? There, post it to the group. Okay, I'll check it out. Oh, wow. That is so cute. I love those. Oh, so cute. I love the little circle of them. Um, I just love the no. And the nope. Okay, let's see if my furls hook will provide me some comfort in these troubling times. The one thing that I think maybe the furls hook might not be able to do is get that end stitch. Yeah, hate you is good. I just got some chenille yarn from Will Work for Yarn, and it would be perfect for these conversation hearts. That would be a really cute project that I could do with that. So I might go ahead and use that. Is this a 4? I thought it was a 4. I furls, like, yeah, it's a 4 millimeter. But the other 4 feels so tiny. I can't get it through there. Currently undergoing testing. Oh, very nice. Okay, I'm gonna break my furl set. I got it. I gotta abandon ship on this furls. This is too tight for my furls. Okay, let's see how many stitches I have now. I've got to count my stitches every row because it's so easy to drop a stitch here. With some yarns, they tend to break as soon as it gets a little tight. Yeah, I felt like the strain on the hook, and I was like, I'm gonna break this hook. And um, yeah, I use so when I make my willy warmers, I do use a 4 millimeter because it's not a tight stitch, it's just single crochet. So it really is like simple enough, and it's not, I don't keep my tension tight, so it works fine. But this is like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's this last stitch that always gets me. Um, but this particular pattern, it just like is super tight because everything's slip stitched. So there's not a whole lot of open space to go into and to work with. And so it's making it a lot harder to use my bigger hooks on. So I'm back to using clovers, but it's not the worst, but it is hurting my hand quite a bit. I should have got a 4mm clover, not clover, Odyssey furls hook, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. And I hadn't used a 4mm in a while, so I was like, I probably won't need one. I've been using a lot of 5s and then a lot of like smaller ones. Okay, so I should have 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excellent. I'm determined to make this one look a lot better than this piece of garbage. So what are you up to, Winter, other than making very cute conversation hearts? Designing a lot these days. That's so cool. One of my testers made a heart that says "you." Love that. Oh yeah. Also have a dragon in testing. Oh, cool. How big is it? Like, what's the size on that? It's not finished yet. It's missing wings. Oh, most important part. Two, three, four, five, six. So I gotta make sure I get that end stitch. Tricky, tricky, tricky. A big one, about 8 inches. Oh, hell yeah. That's so cool. I think it might be just us tonight. I know Twisted Fiber Friends is doing a big giveaway. So they are probably still going with that. I was on there for about 30 minutes and I was like, I'm not going to win anything. So I just left. But of course, I wanted to show some support. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Knowing having to crochet over pipe cleaners, but that's what I've been putting off so long. Yeah, oh, I can only imagine. Yeah, I wonder if there's anything that would make that easier. I know a lot of people use like craft wire and or like gardening or whatever floral wire, but it definitely has the potential to poke out, which of course you don't want. So pipe cleaners are a little bit more secure. I think that's a good idea. Not that you asked, but I think it's a good idea. But I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be so cool. I don't have wire. Me is 4 right now. Oh, me too. Me too. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, babe. Take Maggie out. Stink boy.
I'm gonna make some tea after dinner.
Yes. Can I have cinnamon? Please. I'm making a sweater for you.
Okay, this would be nice.
What mug did I use this morning? Oh yeah. That should be good for the little tea thing.
Kind of cinnamon. Oh, they think it's tea or cinnamon.
I'll do here tea or cinnamon, whatever's easier.
I don't have the capacity to clean that up right now.
I mean, you could just like dump it on top of it. I wouldn't care.
I think that currently in there is the fruit kind.
It'd be okay. I don't care. Someone's making me tea. I'm not going to argue. I'm just going to take it. Yeah, let's see. What's been going on in my life right now? Trying to think of anything interesting. I'm coming up to the end of tea is the best. Tea is the best. Tea and coffee are like my life source. I need them both equally. So let's see. So making the sweater, making my mood blanket. Am I making anything else? I mean, I know I have like a ton of whips, but like actively making anything else. I've been making packers. So I finished the packer that I was working on, and I was like, actually, I kind of have like subtle trans vibes. So I was really happy with that. Because I was like, oh, I hope this color like works, and it does actually. I will say hi. And then let's see. So then I'm gonna make one that is brown. Um, do a skin tone variation. And then I have rainbow yarn that I'm gonna also do a rainbow packer. Because obviously, like a rainbow packer is a necessity, right? Like if you're making packers, you kind of want to have some rainbow energy with you. So, and I'm gonna make them different lengths so that I can, yeah, I'm so excited. But I've been wearing my packer like nonstop. The one that I made, it's so comfortable. It's the softness of the cotton that I picked for it is it's just so nice. So this is Mona Lisa by Ice Yarns, and see, it's kind of transy colors, like kinda like I know it's not like super pink, but it's like it's kind of pink, and it's blue and white or light blue. So it's like kind of transy. Um, and because I have not been able to find a trans colored cotton. So if you happen to see that, let me know. But this is as close as I've gotten. Um, yeah, it's really soft. So I'm really happy with it. And so, like, when it sits on my pubic bone, like, it's not scratchy or itchy or chafy or anything. It's just really comfortable. And it's so light. Like, it's so light. It does not weigh my pants down at all, which is so nice and such a nice uh, stress reliever because before when I would wear one, it like before when I wear my silicone one, like it's got some weight to it, so it pulls my pants down, and I'm like constantly like pulling my pants up the whole time. Um, oh, Winter says hi. Yep. Um, so yeah, it's a really nice soft cotton. The brown cotton I got is kitchen cotton, so it's not as soft, but it's still definitely wearable and comfortable. Gonna be comfortable for whoever decides to wear it. I reached out to my local LGBTQ plus center, and I haven't gotten a call back, but I'm trying to get in a hold of like how of someone so I can figure out how I can donate the Packers. Because I want to make a bunch and then donate them and then kind of make them fresh for anyone who might order them if I still decide to sell them. I mean, I definitely want to give back and donate. So I think this will be one of those projects I revisit time and time again. Um, because it's really fast. I usually make it in 2 sittings because I'm impatient and get bored with things. But I usually make the ball sack in one sitting, and then I can make the shaft in the other, and it goes really fast. I mean, I could definitely do it in one sitting if I had any more patience than I do, but it's just a really cool pattern. So I can't wait for the pattern to be released so I can share it with you all. If you want to make packers, if you have some cotton lying around, you really don't need a lot of cotton for it. Um, it's such a small piece that you can get quite a bit um, out of just a little bit of cotton. So I that's one of the things I've been doing. The second thing I've been doing is trying to gather up the courage to study for. I'm sad. I only have fingering weight cotton. Oh yeah, but I think you could still make it. You might need to double up your cotton, but I think it would still work. Hey Angela, welcome in. I am just working on the collar for my wife's sweater that I'm making. I am using Red Heart Super Saver brushed, and doing a ribbing for the collar. So it's got some nice stretch and it's got some nice texture. This is my kind of second attempt. My first attempt it just wasn't looking right. I wasn't in love with the look of it, and it just was kind of a bitch to frog. So I decided to just cut my losses, and I was like, I haven't wasted a lot of yarn, and I feel like I can make this whole situation better by just starting over. So that's what we're doing. And the color of this yarn, I believe, is called Lilac. It's this right here, has a nice fuzzy halo to it. Lilac Dew is actually the name of it. It's a little less blue and a little bit more purple than it looks on camera, but colors never show up quite right on camera. Okay, this is going a lot easier than it went my first attempt, so I think I learned from my mistakes and hopefully learn from my mistakes. And that's smoother now. Definitely not a furls hook project still, even though it's going. But it's working just fine with the smooth clover hook. So yeah, let's see. So I am currently in an IOP program, which is intensive outpatient therapy. And that is coming to an end at the end of January. So very soon, I'll be done with that, and I'll have to find a new therapist, which I never look forward to. Oh my gosh, a mob's raid. That's so cool. Thank you for coming over. We'd love to have new faces. Although I think you've been here before, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken. I don't know. Angela Precious sounds really familiar, but maybe I've just seen you around these streets. I don't always wear makeup, but I just decided to do something different, and I really wanted to play with makeup today. I love doing makeup. It's one of my favorite things, but it doesn't always make me feel good with my gender dysphoria. Sometimes it just kind of makes me feel uneasy. But I know you all understand and are patient with me. Hey, moms, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it so much. I am making a sweater, and this is how far I've come. But I started over because I had done about 5 inches of the collar, and it just wasn't looking right. Yeah, make it like super fun, or it can be like very like disorienting and just like not good feeling. So do what makes you. This is just a motto for life. Do what makes you feel good. If it doesn't make you feel good, then fuck it. Like, don't do it. You know, life's too short to do things that make you unhappy. I mean, and there's so many unhappy things in life that are gonna happen anyways. If you have the choice, choose happiness. So I'm sorry I'm working mostly off screen. I just kind of like to keep it like near my lap. But yeah, so this is what it looks like so far. It is very, very soft. Again, I'm using, also my eyes get very sensitive, so I can't wear it often. Yeah, I understand that. But this is very, very soft. And even though I'm doing a fairly tight stitch, even though it's got like a lot of good stretch, um, I still feel the softness. And that's going to be really nice against the neck. I know a lot of people say that Super Saver gets a lot softer when you wash it. And you know, I don't make a lot of pieces. Like I make a lot of like amigurumi and just smaller projects. So I don't make a lot of things that I go wash regularly. So when I felt this, I was like, oh my gosh, this yarn is super soft and it's already soft to go and try to make it softer. So definitely drew me in, and I got it during Joann's um, super sale that they had, which I think is still going on. Is it still the 17th or was it till the 11th? I don't remember. Um, but yeah, so even though it wasn't directly on sale, all yarn was 25% off. And I feel like this stuff never goes on sale. Like the Red Heart Super Saver will go on sale, but Super Saver Brushed won't be on sale. So I never really like gave it much thought. And then when I saw this color, I was like, ooh, sweater for Mel. Got it. So I think I'm picking out my next tattoo because we're gonna go to Asheville soon. One of the drag performers that I really like also does tattoo work, and I'm going to get a tattoo by her. And um, I am super excited. So I'm trying to think about what I want. Um, Ooh, tattoo talk. Yes, tattoo talk. Thank you, baby. So I found this one picture, and it's Medusa's head with all the snakes and stuff, and it comes down a little bit onto the finger, which is really cool, the middle finger, and it's just really beautiful. Hand tattoos, you do have to get touched up more. I've heard it's a pretty painful spot, but I have the tops of my feet tattooed, so I figure it would probably be about equivalent to that. It wasn't fun, but tattoos are never fun for me. They're always very painful. So, um, I deal with it. So I'm thinking maybe getting Medusa on my hand. I thought that would be cool. Let me see if I can find my reference picture. I have a couple ideas, so maybe you all can help me um, narrow it down. Okay, so light on this. I think it's because I have my screen so bright. So see, you can kind of see the head and the um, the snakes. Like, how cool is that? Like, that would be so cool on my oh, with the cut off head. That's genius. I don't know. I want to treat Medusa as a anti-hero rather than a villain. Just because of her origin story, I feel like she's like misunderstood um and all that. Then there's this skeleton blowing bubbles. This one's gonna be really hard to see. Um, yeah, so you can kind of see it's like sitting down on the edge of like something curved, and so I don't know how I would make this into a tattoo. Um, but I actually took a picture of this when I was in Boston and just loved it. By a painter, and I want it for art history purposes. Um, ooh, okay, I see what you're saying. I was just saying that I want it. Um, yeah, it's a really cool piece. Then I'm also thinking about shaving the side of my head, like from here, like this area, and doing a spider, like a tarantula. Um, but I don't, uh, I don't know if I want that kind of commitment quite yet. That seems like the most commitment to me, even though I could grow my hair out and no one would ever see it. But I keep my sides short. So that would be a problem. Um, Also, like, so I really want to get a tattoo on the inside of my left forearm. Um, and I can't because that's the area they take skin for phalloplasty, which is one type of lower surgery that you can get as a trans man if you want it. And um, I oh, hi Ashley, welcome in. Um, no worries. We're just talking about tattoos. So I'm torn between Medusa, the skeleton blowing bubbles, tarantula. Um, yeah, those are my main ones. I thought of something. I saw another tattoo that I really liked. I don't know. I'm really into hand tattoos right now, and I really think it would be awesome just kind of peeking out of my sleeves. Because the good thing about being a trans man is that all of your shirts are longer than your arms. Maybe that's not true for every trans man. I'm sure it's not. But but it is the case for me. So my shirts come down quite a bit onto my hand, so you would only see a little bit if I wanted you to. So, oh, welcome in. Yeah, we're happy to have you. I am making a sweater for my wife. I'm using Red Heart brushed. I started making the collar and was having trouble with it. So I just abandoned ship basically and restarted anew, and it's looking a lot better already. See, look, Straight. Even I know that's straight. Ooh, a raven would be so cool. Also, with this tattoo artist, she is newer, and she she does a lot of line work, very simple shading. So I don't want to bring a project to her that's like too much. I want to be like right in her comfort zone, like us, yes. Um, yes. What is this straight thing? Uh, so I'm sorry, I'm dying of thirst. My wife made me some tea, so you all have seen one of these before. It is a clever little tea machine that you set on top of your cup, and let me see if I can do this. There's a little plate that gets pressed down, and it filters out the tea particulates, and just leaves you with a nice cup of tea. And then once it's empty, take it off. Plate closes, so you don't have to worry about dripping or anything like that. And then you set it on its little plate, and you have some cozy tea. It's awesome. This is from David's Tea. I was so demisexual. It's probably not because I don't experience attraction. It's not, just that I'm not attracted to cis men as I thought. Yeah, that happens. Sexuality, gender identity, all of those things they're so hard to pin down sometimes because everything is so fluid. We love tea technology. Yes, I'm so fancy. I had one of these when I was in Charlotte, and I used it to death. It's still there at my old office where I never went back. So, oops. That's good tea. I got cinnamon. For those of you who don't know me very well, I am obsessed with cinnamon everything. I love the smell, I love the taste, I love everything about it. It makes everything better for me. So I know not everyone's a cinnamon person, but that just means more cinnamon for me. Because I see some MBs and I'm like, ooh, come here, yeah. And most cis men, I'm like, man, okay, cute, I guess. Yeah, I saw something that was like, straight is when you open the door one way, and you're like your door swings open one way. Gay is when your swings um, open the other way, and then bi is when it opens both ways, and pan is there is no door. Demisexual, the door is locked and only one person has the key. Um, so I thought that was a really, and then asexual, I think the door was locked. I'm not really sure. Oh, wait, no, the door is a wall. That's what it is. And it's like, that's a simple analogy for like, kind of basic getting to know different types of sexual preferences. I don't know. I hate calling them preferences because it's like you had a choice in the matter. So, yes, I'm making this collar. It's going a lot faster than it was before. Maybe that's also because I was on the couch and kind of leaning on my side, which wasn't helping my, like, back situation. Cinnamon Stacy, though. Yep. It just reminds me of, like, fall, and I want it to be fall all year round. We finally had to throw away our pumpkins that are sitting outside. They were both rotting, and we were like, yeah, maybe these like collapse, like juicy, like leaky pumpkins aren't the vibe. Sitting on a shopping list. Yes, always. Me when I see it drops the whole cinnamon jar. Yes. Yes. I found out something about my wife recently that really unsettled me. And it is the fact that she doesn't like pie. And I'm like, she'll eat it, but she doesn't really like it. And I was I prefer pie to cake like 1,000 times over. And and I found out she doesn't like pie. And I'm like, you're a freak of nature. Pie is delicious. Like a flaky pie crust and like a gooey center. And she was like, she said that she didn't like warm pies, like she doesn't like warm fruit. And I'm like, weird. Oh, you are so weird. But that's my wife, and I love her. So, is it the like? Is it the growth perv in me that whenever you see like a hole like this forming in the center of your um, yarn, you like have the urge to just like poke it, like poke inside of it, put your finger inside of it, wiggle it around? Is that just me? Am I gross and weird? I know I'm weird, so you don't have to tell me, but I just like, maybe just a pervert. Maybe that's it. That's probably it. This is looking so much better. Do, 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 do. This is gonna be a nice collar. I need to get some spikes so I can start creating my own collar. Turns out, not only do I have a fat face and fat body, I have a fat neck. And so most chokers do not accommodate the size of my neck. And I do have some made by my friend, the same one who made this beautiful. Can I show you? Can I turn around? Uh, I was saying, does anyone, when you're working with yarn and you have like a hole in the skein, if like anyone else like, I don't know, basically fingers it, but and I was like, I'm probably just a perv. So, but I do have some chokers made by him that fit me just fine. But I have to like read the measurements of like chokers when I try to buy them, because I tried to get one from Spencer's and it didn't fit me and it like crushed my soul. And it was like a rainbow one too. Oh, it's a sensory thing. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, where do I find the place for my hook? Okay, well, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. You're welcome back anytime. We love having you here, and always a pleasure to meet new people. So, have fun moderating. I know that's, a challenge within itself. So, have fun. And I'll talk to you later. Oh my gosh, this tea is so good. You used to wear a choker when you were in high school. Oh, nice. Spent 2 hours outside today. Yeah, I spent almost no time outside today. I was inside doing my own thing. Melanie is recovering from food poisoning. She got it on Friday, and it was really, really bad. Like, probably the sickest I've ever seen her. And like, we were close to going to the emergency room, which is not really our favorite place to go, so it's not like us. But luckily she pulled through and she's able to eat and look at food now, whereas she wasn't able to before. And I was getting really worried. So she's starting to feel better, um, which is nice. I am very happy about that. And but she's still really tired, and now she's dizzy and a little nauseous. So, which not nearly as nauseous as she was. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. We tried watch. Okay, so we started watching Velma, and because we're big Scooby Doo fans, and one, I'm not sure if I like it. Um, Maybe it'll get better, but it doesn't have. Um, you're still here fixing something to eat. Well, I'm happy you're still here. You're always welcome, and thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. I wanted to make sure that I told you that, because it was very sweet, very thoughtful. Um, but let's see. Um, Bless you. Gotta get my hook through the thing. Gotta get my hook through the thing. Yeah, so we started watching Velma, and we watched it while Mel was like in the throes of like, um, you know, evacuating all body fluids, and she couldn't even look or think about food or like say, "Hey, Lulu." Um, so in Velma, they had like a scene where she like ate a French fry, and this is all animated, of course. And Mel was like, paused it and was like, "Ooh," and like ended up going and getting sick. And I was like, "Oh, poor thing." What am I working on? Um, I am working on a sweater for my wife. I started the collar, but it just looks like crap. So I just scrapped that instead of having to frog it all because it's a fuzzy yarn and just kind of don't really love frogging fuzzy yarn. Especially with like as tight of stitches as I was doing. So I know my stitches weren't as clean, like in and out, like they needed to be. Um, but I'm working on my new one, and it's a lot better. And I'm really happy with it thus far. This is a pattern by not able to say, but I just want to pop in and say hello, thinking about you. Oh, happy you're doing well. That's so very kind-hearted of you to do that for your wife. Of course, yeah. I mean, it was a no-brainer for me, but thank you. Yeah, thanks. I hope you have a great night as well. Thank you for stopping by. Um, yeah, it's just, things you do when you're, you know, when someone's important to you, or you try to do. I did my best. I was like, just so you know, I was like, I don't know if I can do this for like ever. Like, don't expect me to be able to like do all this stuff even after you're sick, because I'm already so burnt out. I'm just like, with my mental health being just the shit show that it is, I just feel like I need like, oh, I forgot I had makeup on. Damn it. I messed up my eyebrow a little bit, whatever. And I would makeup off. Whatever. That's okay. Oh no. Winter, I'm sorry. You will get your warm bath soon, I promise. I was thinking about trying to do like a Q&A, um, and have like people submit questions they wanted me to answer, but I'm a pretty open book just in general. So I feel like it's kind of pointless because if someone has a question and they ask it, I'll answer it, regardless. So, um, just so you know, if you do have any questions for me, just ask them. I'll answer. I'm not embarrassed by too much, so I would love a bath right now. Not right now, but you know what I mean. I would love one, but we have so much shit piled up on the side of the tub. It's just not conducive to actually taking a bath. It's more of a hazard getting in and out of the bathtub. We have a standalone shower and a standalone bath, so luckily we could do that. I did do something the other day. I was so proud of myself because, like, I hate cleaning, but every once in a while something will get so. I've heard it's my ADHD, but like, so I can ignore a mess like all day long, forever. It's fine. And then like all of a sudden I get hyper focused on like one thing that's really dirty, and I have to clean it like right then. And that was the shower for me. And so I like had like harsh chemicals and like a scrubbing brush and was just went to town on um, scrubbing that shower clean, and it looks like a brand new shower. It feels like, you know, when you shower at a hotel and just like everything's like a nice hotel or something, and like everything's just like white and crisp and clean, and like the grout doesn't look all nasty, and like just like that feeling of just like clean. That's exactly what it felt like. um, So yeah, so now that I've got this little bit, I don't know if it's gonna like stand up. I feel like it has to. If it's gonna stand up a little bit around the throat or not. But look at that stretch. Oh, beautiful. Not to toot my own horn or anything. Um, but I've posted a lot of videos in the past couple days. I posted a video about like an opinion about something that happened on Facebook. I posted a video about Happy Mail that I got. And I made it. Now it's scalding hot water. Ooh, good for you. Don't drop your phone in though. Um, so the collar is looking really nice. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It looks so much better. I'm so glad I tossed the other one. I think it was really the right choice, if I do say so myself. Plus, I have like plenty of these. I think. I hope. So, but I'm going to let you all know, let you all go, and please feel free to watch my other videos. Tell me what you think. I love seeing comments and things like that on my videos, so it makes me feel nice. So I hope you have the weird thing you made a video about. Yeah, that was the Facebook one, which was so weird, so weird. I still am like kind of like befuddled about that because I'm like, I don't understand. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, there's a video. I don't need to talk at length about it. But yeah, so I think it's called like I'm so confused, please help. Because I just was confused about how to feel about it because I feel like I should have an opinion about it, but I don't really know what that opinion is. It just kind of was a silly situation that, you know, may or not, may be or not transphobic, or may or not be transphobic. There we go. So if you want to watch in that kind of story time sensation with me, then feel free to check out my videos. But I will talk to you all later. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for liking my makeup. I really appreciate it. I worked not hard at all on it. So I'll talk to you all later. Bye. Love you.